lady a few weeks ago. Take this hand, rotate it around the backside of your body as far as you can go. Just keep going, and then you go whack and slap yourself as hard as you can, and then repeat. That's what you need to do because you're being okay. This is kind of a prelude to what's coming up today. We're going to be talking about dusty men, these little dust mites running around that you guys keep getting yourselves involved with. Now, there's a lot of people who have a preconceived notion about what makes a man dusty. I will be addressing that later this afternoon. But what I wanted to talk about now is something that I came across on social media. And it was a very interesting discussion because I tend to find that black women very often will focus on what the other woman's behavior is and what she did instead of looking at what their man did. And I just wanted to share some of these thoughts and my responses to these things, and so that if you're in a position like this, you need to check yourself, and then you need to focus on your clown ass dust mite man. That's what you need to do. So this girl posts, that she knew a young lady many years ago who would only go out with guys who were taken. And during that period of knowing her, she went with her best friend's man, a guy with a pregnant fiance, and the best friend of the first guy. So there was a whole love triangle, she says. And then she goes on to talk about how this woman was the product of a outside relationship, and she feels like whenever she sees a woman defending someone going with a married man, she thinks of this young lady. And she says she's all for blaming the man. He's the responsible one. I always say this. And then once you follow with but, you negate everything that you said before that. And that is a common thread that I find with black women. So here's the but. But if you find yourself going after or constantly attracting men who aren't available, you might want to investigate why that is. And so then she goes on, talking about these, taking dudes and all this other stuff. Okay, let me rewind here because there are several things here that are very important that I want to point out. Number one, okay, he's taken. He must have forgot. Okay, so how is that her fault? He's the one that is in the relationship, not her. And as we all women know, the ones who mostly be coming after you are the married men, or the men with a girlfriend, or men with a pregnant fiance, the men with a baby mama somewhere tucked away somewhere. They pursue other women. So you thinking that it somehow magically falls on the woman to do all this investigation and stuff. You need to worry about your man yourself. That's not other women's job. That's your dude's job. Your dude. That's who you need to be thinking about. Your dude is trifling. Okay, so if he's taken, see, my thing is this. It wouldn't matter if there was 100 women laying in the street butt naked with their legs wide open. If your dude is going to be focused on his relationship with you and honoring his vows and doing all, taking care of his children and making sure he's the right kind of dude, he's modeling the correct behaviors for them and all this kind of stuff, it wouldn't matter what some woman smiled at him and flirted with him or something. It would be like water under a bridge. It wouldn't mean anything if your dude was the right kind of dude. So see, that's what I'm saying. It's like you act like it's not his responsibility to say no. It's just like you go on a diet, right? So you go to work, okay, in the lunchroom, you wander in the lunchroom and there's a couple of people there eating donuts. Somebody offers you a donut. You on your diet. What do? Do you say no thank you, or do you reach out and you take the donut that someone offered you. And it doesn't matter if they knew you were on a diet. They offered it to you. It's up to you to say no because you, the one with the diet, you, the one with the goal. It's not their responsibility. It's their job to tempt you. And it's yours to stand up for what you are supposed to be doing. That is why I talk about accountability and responsibility and having integrity. And I repeatedly say that black men do not have much of either. Okay, so you guys sitting up there thinking that, it's supposed to be some woman's responsibility to take care of your relationship and to protect you from being hurt and all this kind of stuff. See, that means that you're with a man child. You with a little baby and you trying to act like what you got is an adult male with the right kind of mind and who's going to be responsible and accountable and have integrity. And so you're looking for other women to have all of this, but you're not putting any of that responsibility on your man. So as I went through this, and I will be showing, I'm rolling through the slides as we go through, you'll see the excuses that the women made. It was just kind of unbelievable to me because a lot, and then talking about sisterhood and we don't have any and all this stuff. We have a lot of sisterhood, but it's not any woman's responsibility to be sisterhood with you about your nigga. That's your job and your nigga's job. So y'all, I don't know where this mentality comes from and why black women are so anxious to blame the other woman. And then they're talking about what she might do violence, she might do that. Okay, bitch, please come to my house with some bullshit. Please do that. Cause then your kid's gonna be burying you and your nigga gonna still be out fucking whoever he wants to fuck anyway, while your dumbass got yourself murdered because you was trying to worry about what he was doing with his dick. You need to stay in your envelope and check your motherfucking nigga. That's what you need to do. That's nobody's job, and don't you dare come to no other woman's house because you don't know what the fuck he told her. She may not even know about you. Okay, and then even if she does, or she finds out later, or she finds out when you call her or pick up the, show up at her house. Okay, it doesn't matter. The fact is, it doesn't matter. Like I said, if she was laying in the street butt naked, he chose to do what he did. He went to her house or to a hotel or wherever he went, right? He pulled off his clothes and he was probably cleaned up to go over there because he knew, he knew what he was going to be doing. So he didn't want to go over there all funky and stuff or smelling like you. So he took a shower. He put on his cologne. He put on his nice clean clothes. He made sure the coast was clear. You at work, you doing something with your friends, you sleep, you whatever you're doing. He wants to make sure that you're out the picture, right? So he going to go over there, drive over there, go to the hotel or her house, like I said, go in there, pull off his clothes, be laughing and joking, voluntarily and willingly jump up in her bed and do everything that he needed to do to cheat on you. Then that motherfucker gets up, he puts his clothes back on, and he drives back to the house where you live with him and gets in the bed where he sleeps with you and lies to your face. And you somehow want to just ignore all of that reality, all of that responsibility, all those choices this alleged adult man made to go and try to be mad and blame some other woman. Please explain to me what fucking sense that makes. That is about the dumbest bitch shit I've ever heard in my life. And yet so many women will do that. Why do you do that for? Are you thinking that, you too afraid to confront your man because he might leave you? The motherfucker already left you. Okay, so it's like, what you think he was doing over there? But just playing karaoke? He was fucking. Okay, so when you're a man that's got some other woman, or in some cases multiple women, he's not with you. You have the exact same kind of relationship that he has with those other women. All y'all are being treated the same. And you may say, well, I'm married to him. I got papers on him. Big whoop-de-doo. So you better use them to get your half. That's what you better do. If that's important to you, if it's, if you really look at the situation realistically, then you're going to understand that you can get more by staying there. And that's why a lot of women stay with their husbands, especially when the man got some money. They overlook what they're doing because they want their kids to go to private schools. They want their kids to have a nice, safe house. They want to be on these nice vacations. They want their children to have opportunities like tutors and music lessons and dance lessons and all the kind of stuff that their father's income can afford them without disrupting the marriage. So even though they may feel some kind of way about it, they opt to stay in the situation because they're sure that no matter what they do, he's going to continue cheating anyway. That's what a lot of them think. And so, it becomes a thing. You have to make a decision what you want to do. But taking your happy ass over to some other woman's house and acting a fool or trying to fight her and drag her and all this old crazy shit that women like to do over a nigga. I mean, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like he's a dust mite. He's dusty as hell, and he's not worth you getting your face scratched up for or doing some prison time. Cause guess what? While you in the hospital, he gonna be fucking around, and while you in jail fighting some woman over him, he's gonna be fucking around. And so, I mean, What is it that you think that you're protecting by attacking another woman? Because see, your ass just might end up dead or paralyzed, all fucked up, your face all fucked up. And so, a lot of women are like, well, I'll go for that. I'm going to fuck her up. I'm going to do this. Okay, and then he going to go cheat with somebody else. Then what? You going to be going to fighting everybody in the world because your nigga's raggedy? See, this is what I'm saying. It makes no damn sense. The approach that so many women have to this issue is just retarded. You need to sit your behind down somewhere, get straight on what your marriage is like or your relationship, whatever it is, your baby daddy, the man you live, whatever your situation is. You need to think about what you agreed to, what he agreed to, and how is that happening in this relationship right now. If it's not happening the way that you two agreed that it was going to be going down, then you have a decision to make. And that decision is yours and only yours. It's not anybody else's responsibility to worry about what your man does and who he does it with. That's his responsibility to you. That's your responsibility to yourself. You're the only two people in that marriage and you're the only two people in that relationship. So, focus on that and keep your hands to yourself and worry about yourself and worry about your kids. So you don't want your children to end up motherless, or you don't want to be, all fucked up where you in a wheelchair and everything, and then the nigga gonna be fucking around right in your face, and you're gonna be sitting there looking stupid and feeling even more dumb because you did that to yourself. That's not how you handle yourself as a woman. You expect people, make people accountable to you. Stop defending these men and making these weak ass excuses for them and trying to make other women police your man's dick. Okay, that's just retarded to me. That makes no damn sense. He's supposed to be a grown man. He needs to fucking act like one. So you guys check me out later today. I'll be on, we'll be finished up this discussion about dusty men and how y'all just get yourselves involved with them and just be doing the most to stay with them. It's just unbelievable to me. Deb Cooper signing out. I'll talk to you later.